Alright, let's carry on with a few more supports. I don't think anybody else has got anything here. Yes, time will need to pass for Shamiran Manuela. She's at an A support now, so getting close there. And a C support with Rhea. This has taken a while, actually. I haven't really focused on it at all.
Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not?
It is. This is your bedroom.
There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer.
Looks like your bedroom.
When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me.
I see. Understood.
Such a sweet child.
Oh, sweet summer child.
My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child.
Of course not. How old are you?
As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
He never mentioned you. He said you were frightening. He said you were incredible.
Is that so? Unfortunately, I am unable to believe that such words fell from Gerald's lips. I want you to know that you are free to speak candidly. There is no need to spare me from the truth, however harsh it may be.
Well, considering that your support goes down when I mention that I've never heard of Sothis, then yes, it does.
Since you are here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew?
Please.
By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you?
Not at all.
When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros.
As a battalion, perhaps?
I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death.
Makes sense with it being an archbishop and all.
I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garegg Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights.
I didn't know. Thank you for telling me.
Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also...
Yes?
Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you.
You trust me,
By
eh?
coming to visit with me today, you have... Well, suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
You're welcome. Cool, alright. So I'm pretty sure I now have at least a C support with everyone that it's possible with. Gilbert, for some reason, doesn't show up in this list at all. But I have been giving him support stuff as well, so... Oh, well, I guess just take some time. Alright, let's have a look-see. So yes, outside of the house, we've got Sylvain, Lorenz, Lysithia, Raphael, Marianne, Hilda, Seteth, Leonie, Alois, Catherine, Rhea, Cyril. So, obviously I won't be able to recruit Rhea. Catherine doesn't give me the option to, neither does it with Cyril. Alois might be later, I'm not sure yet. Not sure about Seteth, because we have done a paralogue with him now. And then I'm just waiting for B supports with everyone else, I guess. So, alright, speaking of B supports, let's carry on with some more. Hubert and Linhardt.
I can't believe it. How can I show my face to Lady Edelgard after this?
After what?
That's what you get, Hubert. If you rested like me, you wouldn't collapse from exhaustion.
Oh, okay.
As much as it pains me to say it, you're right. But to be looked after by you of all people.
What's that supposed to mean?
That might be the worst part of this. I don't know how to feel, to be honest. So for now, let's pretend I thanked you.
Why don't you just actually thank him?
Oh, come now. Even I wouldn't abandon someone who collapsed.
You are a healer.
You would have in a heartbeat if anyone else had been around.
Ah, yes. Quite accurate, Hubert. Why would I ever bother to be a decent person if there were anyone else I could foist the duty upon?
Yeah, you should be able to appreciate that, Hubert.
If your situation turned bad, it would have been an absolute hassle. I could never just leave you there.
If that were the sort of man you truly were, we could never be friends.
But if we weren't friends, I probably would have just left you.
Mm-hmm.
Shame you're so reluctant to do any real work. You're actually pretty good at this.
Everyone's acknowledged Linhart's talents, though, so that's not a surprise.
Checked carefully for injuries, even carried me here yourself. If only you'd apply that knowledge of yours so proactively and thoroughly all the time, you'd be a tremendous asset to the Empire.
Yeah, I'm sure he gets that all the time.
There you go again. I see no problem with staying just the way I am. But think of it this way. In an anthill, 20% of the ants are asleep at any given time. And it's not because they're lazy. Far from it. When the working ants become tired, they go to sleep and the others wake up.
Yeah, but those ants are different.
That's me. I'm the ant who rests so I can work later when other people are tired.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe that's true. But even if it is, it's still just a fancy way to say you let others do all the work. Consider me unconvinced.
I'll consider you a bother and leave it at that.
That's a decent comeback for that.
You and Edelgard work far too hard. I mean it. Take a break now and then. If you both collapsed, I think it'd be too much effort for me to bother with. Get some rest, Hubert. Not as much as me, of course.
Good advice.
Fine.
That's a nice support. Seems a bit strange that it doesn't go any further than that, honestly. But, oh well. Alright, Hubert and Petra.
Looking out toward Bridget, are you?
Yes. There are some times I cannot stop my thoughts from going home. It will be much time before I return. Bridget feels far away.
It is far away.
It is quite a long way. To say nothing of the sea that lies between here and there. Being unable to return must further add to the distance in your mind.
It is as you say. When I return to Bridget, I will be the new queen. I am wishing to help relations with the Empire.
Exactly, that's why you came here.
I believe you will be successful. You may not be Lady Edelgard's equal, but you are resourceful enough to make an excellent queen.
Backhanded compliment, but okay.
And unlike Lady Edelgard, you will not be forced to harden your heart.
Not Edelgard's equal. Is that what you are saying?
Yeah, I thought she'd pick up on that.
Understand that I mean no disrespect by this, but it is a fact that you are far beneath her.
She's not that far beneath her.
Make no mistake about what would happen if you were to raise your banner and revolt against her.
I mean, I have been pumping my Edelgard full of all the stat boosters, but Petra's pretty close behind.
She would crush you mercilessly.
That is not a difference of equality. It is a difference of power.
Yeah, she gets it.
Even if our homelands were on equal footing, Lady Edelgard would still prevail.
I can see with clarity the difference between me and Lady Edelgard, but that has no matter. I would never lose.
How amusing. For your sake, you had better hope you are right.
Sounds like a threat, Hubert. Alright, so who else we got? We got Ferdinand with some people, but takes a bit of time. Ferdinand and Flame.
What is that lovely smell? It seems to be coming from the training area. What could it be?
Why would that smell?
You have met your match, Rust. So stubborn.
Oh, it's cleaning stuff.
Good
Okay.
day to you,
Weird.
Ferdinand. You smell amazing. That is you I am smelling, is it not?
Ah, Flame, hello. Are you referring to the smell of this oil?
Aha! Yes, that is the smell, all right.
I am simply doing some armor maintenance. A little oil keeps the rust at bay, ensuring that the armor moves smoothly, without any hitches.
I see. I thought maybe you were doing some cooking. You smell a bit like food.
How?
But I suppose that is the oil tricking my nose.
Oil that goes on metal does not smell like oil that goes on food.
I would not cook in the training area. Are you hungry by chance?
Not really, no. But is that oil not also used for cooking?
No.
For things like frying meat or drizzling over a nice crisp salad. Things of that nature?
No.
Were I to coat my armor in oil that smells of food, I would be distracted by hunger at all times.
You even wear armor?
I doubt that amidst actual fighting, the smell would still make you hungry. When you are in the thick of it, you devote all your focus and energy to the fight. There is no time to feel peckish.
Yeah, it's do or die.
I suppose you're right. And actually, all of this talk of delicious oil has made me hungry.
In that case, I will accompany you to the dining hall. I will be finished in a couple of minutes.
I must apologize, Ferdinand, but I cannot wait even a moment for you. I am famished.
Go
I
and
shall
eat.
be in the dining hall, getting my fill of fried goodies.
Ironically, I don't
That
think I
was
did
quick.
any stuff with her.
I will admit, now that she has mentioned it, it is a rather appetizing smell.
Maybe she does count as a knight faculty person. You know, anyway. So, Ferdinand and Manuela.
My princess is lovely. My princess is fair. She sings like cicadas in midsummer's air.
Cicadas? Those noisy little bugs that swarm about, endlessly mingling with one another?
Yeah, they don't exactly sing, Ferdinand.
Oh, good point. I will revise. My princess is lovely. My princess is fair. She sings like a swallow in midsummer's air.
Do swallows sing?
Migrating birds. Never sticking around for long. Always off to find love somewhere else.
Also, is Ferdinand asking for help on writing a poem?
Oh, no, what I meant was...
Oh, Ferdinand, you're just not yourself today. You don't seem focused. Your poetry lacks poetry. Perhaps a break is in order.
Perhaps.
I would not dream of stopping now. This is my golden opportunity.
Pardon me?
We are finally alone. Just the two of us.
Oh, I see Ferdinand's plot.
Why, yes, we are, aren't we?
Even Manuela's got the wink in her portrait.
You see, Manuela, I have long admired you.
Is that a fact?
He's lusting after teacher.
I saw you perform countless times while you were with the opera company.
Oh, I see. So what did you think?
The figure you cut, that heartbreaking voice, I was mesmerized. That is why I am tongue-tied. I am nervous about speaking to you alone, after idolizing you for so long.
There's no need to be nervous, Ferdinand. That songstress you recall is long gone.
Put that life behind me.
I get nervous too, you know. But I want you to feel relaxed around me. Understood?
Yes, yes, I promise to try.
He's just gonna be nervous all the
You're
time.
really full of surprises, you know that? I assumed you'd be more interested in combat than the arts.
Well, he's life of a noble.
Come and
Does
chat
both.
sometime? I'd love to hear more about how my performances mesmerized you.
Oh ho 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 ho. Private one-to-one sessions. Alright. Couple more to do. So, Linhat and Bernadetta.
A little more crimson, maybe?
May I suggest vermilion instead?
Vermilion? I know, I see it. You don't have to say it. I've got no talent at all.
Just a simple suggestion, Bernie.
I said nothing about your talent. I simply suggested vermilion over crimson. Do you know vermilion? It's just a softer shade of crimson. I believe it would... Oh, forget it. This is your artistic vision and I am but a meddler. I am going to read my book and leave you to your art.
Good idea.
No, it's fine. Say what you want to say. It's good advice. I'll use vermilion. Thank you.
Alright, do we get to see the painting
Well,
at
I'd
all?
best be
Nah.
heading back.
Phew! Finally done. I think.
All finished?
Please don't look at it.
Why did you paint it?
Everything looks a bit faded, doesn't it? Ironically, crimson may have been a better choice after all.
Oh, come on. That's just gonna make her feel bad.
The sense of distance on the petals is a little strange. Perhaps you should pay closer attention to such details as you paint. A preliminary sketch would do wonders. Still, forget my pedantic comments. You really do have potential.
How much of that did she actually listen to?
Bernadetta?
Idiot! Hopeless! Waste of charm! Just burn the whole thing, Bernie! Break your stupid brushes and never paint again!
Huh. Perhaps I should have kept my thoughts to myself.
Oh dear. Bernie's art career goes up in flames. Alright, Caspar and Bernie as well.
Hi.
Well, if it isn't Bernadetta, what brings you here?
Am I bothering you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'll come back another time.
Well, don't leave yet. You just got here. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Yes. Do you remember that time in town?
Go
In
on.
town? Oh, you mean when all those thieves showed up? Whew, that was rough. I heard a bunch of people got robbed.
Didn't you give the thieves your money and then chase after them?
No, not that. I mean the time I was carried off.
What?
Some thieves tried to carry you off?
Human trafficking?
Horrible.
What?
Absolutely horrible. Just tell me which way they went. I'm gonna...
That's not what I mean. Oh, just forget it.
What did you mean?
Wait, don't go. What are you trying to ask me?
Will you really listen this time?
Of course.
Of course. Sorry. You have my full attention.
Do you remember when you carried me to that spot with the really pretty view?
Why did you phrase that as when I got carried off then?
Where is that place? I've been looking all over.
The place I took you with the view. Oh, right. Okay. First, you go out of the monastery, and actually, it's kind of tricky to explain.
Just show her.
Come on, I'll just take you there again. But pay attention this time.
Wait, what are you? No, not again!
You don't have to carry her again, Caspar.
Stop! Put me down!
Well, that's a weird thing to do, but alright. Okay, let's go with Mercedes and Ingrid. Chasing around with a makeup brush.
Nightfall already? Suppose I'd better wrap up.
Good work with your training today, Ingrid. Here's something to wipe up the sweat.
Whoa, Mercedes. Hi. Hello. How long have you been... Thank you.
You're very welcome. I've been here since you started.
That long? Huh. Well, my apologies for not having noticed you. I get so caught up in training, you know. But why are you here? I can't imagine it was too terribly interesting watching me.
Maybe it's about studying techniques, I
I
don't know.
disagree. I just couldn't help but admire your training technique.
Yeah.
I have to say, you are very impressive. I'm nowhere near as graceful as you.
Graceful? I wouldn't say that, but thank you. If I'm to be honest, I'm the one who admires you.
Goodness me? How so?
You're always so put together. You hold yourself with such poise and have such a keen eye for fashion.
Very ladylike.
I mean, even the handkerchief you handed me smells like... lavender, is it? It's just lovely.
I think Mercedes does like lavender as a flower as well.
That perfume is a favorite of mine. I'm so glad you like it.
Even the fact that you thought to put perfume on your handkerchief is delightfully foreign to me. I'd never have thought of that.
I'll gladly share some with you. You're welcome to come visit my room whenever you'd like. We can have tea and chat. How does that sound?
That sounds really nice. Yes. Sipping tea and having a chat. It's unlike me, but it sounds lovely.
From now on, we'll meet up whenever we have time. We can go right now if you're free.
Oh, no need to trouble yourself and rearrange things for me.
It's no trouble at all. You'll never know if you're the type who enjoys chatting over tea if you never try.
Exactly, that's the whole point of having tea parties in this game.
All right then.
Cool, that's nice. Okay, so they've got level C, and Flane has got one with Manuela.
Hello, Professor Manuela. I wish you to know that I have heard ever so much about your talents.
Whatever are you talking about, Flame?
Singing! Why, you are wonderfully skilled at it, are you not?
Well, she was a songstress.
Why, I have even overheard people saying your voice is akin to the singing of a goddess.
It makes me happy to hear. But who told you that?
Oh, the students are always speaking of it, which got me to thinking, I may be the only person in all of the Academy who's never heard your beautiful voice in song. So, I was wondering, Manuela, might you sing a little something for me?
Ooh, private performance.
Your request is touching, but I can't perform on such short notice. My voice is an instrument and requires proper gentle care.
Yeah, you need to drink like honeyed lemon, like syrup water or something like that.
However, the stories are true. I was once the leader of the Middle Franc troop, but that was a long time ago.
How long ago?
Middle Franc? What do those words mean precisely?
You've never heard of the Middle Franc Troupe? It's the single most popular opera company in the imperial capital. I used to sing on stage with them. I was the star, in fact.
We have to remember that Flayn was quite sheltered.
Oh, wow. In all of Enbar? They must not have been around when I was living there.
When were you living there?
You used to live in Enbar?
Indeed. Although I was quite a bit younger at the time. It is where I was born, as a matter of fact.
Yes, so you would have been quite a bit younger, I imagine.
Well, you must have been too young to hear about us.
Yes, that could be. And what precisely is the function of an opera troupe?
You don't know what an opera troupe is? Well...
I like how they are making the difference with the spelling of troupe with O-U-P-E and O-O-P. Because that makes sense, but it wouldn't ever be vocalized that way.
It's a group of performers like myself who act out stories on stage in front of a big audience. Stories with lots of singing.
I understand now. I certainly have experience in the fine art of storytelling. There is often singing as a part of story time for the children at the monastery.
That is darling, Flayn. But I'm not sure it's quite the same thing as an opera. You see, operas are performed in grand theaters with orchestral accompaniment. Everyone attending wears their finest. It is a very special occasion.
People look at you with their snooty little binoculars.
Theaters, they're called? You mean to say that there are buildings exclusively used for telling stories?
Of course.
You've never even heard of a theater? You're an intelligent girl, Flayn, and the world is full of wonders. You have a lot left to discover.
Yeah, it reminds me of that XK CD comic. Apparently there's like a 1 in 10,000 chance that whatever you're talking about to someone they will never have heard of, and you get an opportunity to teach them about it. So don't make fun of them for doing that. Okay, so we have cleared out all of the supports. Of course, I've used all my activity points, so let's go ahead and finish exploring, save the game, and we'll head off to the end of month mission. Finish exploring. This will end today's free time. Do you want to proceed? Yes.